what we have already covered till now, मेल रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम में क्या क्या पढ़ा हमने? लास्ट 2 classes we have done. What we have covered? आप बताएंगे? What we have covered in the last 2 classes? क्या कवर किया है? I have started with the reproductive physiology. In that, what I have covered? नहीं? Absent थे? तुम बता? Yes. क्या हुआ है बेटा? ये तो पूछ रहा हूँ क्या हुआ है, टॉपिक भी नहीं पता। खड़े तो हो जा। हाँ, टोटली आउट ऑफ माइंड आए होगे, तुम्हें ये भी पता नहीं होगा तो मैं आया भी था कि नहीं आया था। हाँ बताओ यार, व्हाट यू आपसे पूछ रही है। प्यूबर्टी पिछले क्लास में प्यूबर्टी पढ़ा था, उससे पहले वाले क्लास में सेक्स डिटर्मिनेशन एंड डिफरेंशिएशन। ठीक है, बैठ जाओ। टुडे वी विल मूव ऑन एंड वी विल सी द डिफरेंट मेल रिप्रोडक्टिव ऑर्गन्स, how the spermatogenesis occurs, okay, what from where it seminiferous tubules में बनते हैं ना, ये you all know. So we will discuss about those things. इसमें सबसे important आज के लिए spermatogenesis रहेगा, जो एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से होता है, steps of spermatogenesis and factors affecting. So you all know the main organ, that is the primary gonad is the testis, and there are accessory gonads, that is the seminal vesicle, then the prostate gland and the Copper's gland, that is the bulbourethral gland, है ना? seminal vesicle कहाँ पे होता है? You know, from the testis there is, on the back side of the testis, that is epididymis, and it joins with the vas deferens. It is a long tube, and then it joins the duct of this seminal vesicle. दोनों मिलके क्या बनते हैं? Ejaculatory duct. Then it joins the prostatic urethra. Okay, then the आपको penile urethra. Okay, so in that way this is happening. That is that these are the accessory glands, that is the seminal vesicle, which releases a lot of secretions. Seminal vesicles में जो आपका वॉल्यूम ऑफ द सीमेन होता है, अप्रोक्सीमेटली 60 to 70% ऑफ द सीमेन वॉल्यूम इज contributed by the secretions from seminal vesicle. Okay, and the prostate gland and the bulbourethral gland. Then there are ductal system, you know, that is the epididymis भी एक duct का ही तरह होता है. Then the vas deferens, then the ejaculatory duct, then the urethral part, okay, urethral duct, and there are supporting structures. These are the ducts: epididymis, vas deferens, ejaculatory duct, then the urethra. Then there are supporting structures. You know the spermatic cord, which is hanging the testis and support the testis. And this spermatic cord, you can see the cut section here. You must be knowing the spermatic cord के contents क्या होते हैं, है ना? एनाटॉमी में आपने पढ़ा होगा. You know, it is having the vas deferens, then there are arterial system, then there are venous system. Venous system is called pampiniform plexus, है ना? ये जाली टाइप के, you can see this is the pampiniform plexus. Okay, then there are scrotum and then the penile structure, that is the supporting structure. Coming on to the testis, it is suspended by the spermatic cord, as you all know. The weight is around 10 to 15 gram of each testis, and length and breadth is approximately 5 by 2.5 centimeter in adult. Then you all know it is composed of a number of loops. Those loops are called, क्या कहते हैं उस loops को? Seminiferous tubules. Okay, and these seminiferous tubule comprises 2/3 of the testicular volume. Testicle volume का mainly 2/3 part is comprised of these tubular structures, and you all know it is mainly involved in the process of sperm formation, that is spermatogenesis. And in the testicle there are two important cells, है ना? कौन कौन से सेल होते हैं? Leydig cell and Sertoli cell. What is the role of Leydig cell? It releases the male hormone, that is the testosterone. And what is the role of Sertoli cell? Nutrition provide करता है. There are other hormones also it releases. You know, one of the most important hormone which we have studied in the first class, that is MIS या AMH जिसको बोलते हैं, anti-Mullerian hormone, and it is also involved in formation of a barrier. तो क्या कहते हैं यहाँ पे barrier जो होता है? No, blood testis barrier. ये देखेंगे कैसे बन रहा है ये. Two important cells in the testis, Leydig cells and Sertoli cells. Coming on to the descent of the testis, the testicular, you know, before birth, it is there in the intra-abdominal area, है ना? lumbar area में होता है ना, lumbar position में होता है. Then it descends as the pregnancy progresses. It descends down, and just before 2 to 3 weeks before birth, it is there in the scrotum area. Okay, in the normal position. So it is having a trans-abdominal phase, then inguino-scrotal phase. Trans-abdominal phase and inguino-scrotal phase. Okay. So trans, क्या हो रहा है तुम्हें? क्या प्रॉब्लम है बेटा? बातें आ रही है, आवाजें आ रही है उधर से. क्या चाह रहा है? So there are trans-abdominal phase and inguino-scrotal phase. The trans-abdominal phase, you know, by 12 weeks, it reaches the inguinal portion. Inguinal जो area होता है उसके upper portion पे ये आ जाता है by 12 weeks. है ना? उससे पहले lumbar area में होता है. Okay. Then by 12 weeks it reaches the inguinal portion and it crosses the trans-inguinal portion. जो inguinal canal है इसको पूरा cross करता है by 28 weeks. It crosses by 28 weeks, and by 33 weeks, just before 3 to 4 weeks before birth, it is there in the scrotum. And this descent of the testis is supported by the structure which is called gubernaculum. This is a mesenchymal tissue, you know. It helps in the descent of the testis. And there are other hormones as well, that is called insulin-like growth factor, insulin-like factor 3rd. It has been seen that this factor also helps in the descent of the testis during trans-abdominal phase. During the trans-abdominal phase, and also there is Mullerian inhibiting substance. ये भी descent में help करता है. And there is another important enzyme which is called androgen dependent CGRP. CGRP क्या हो गया? Calcitonin gene related peptide, which is released by, वहाँ पे एक nerve होते हैं ना, genital branch of genitofemoral nerve, जो spermatic cord के content भी होते हैं. So it has been seen that that nerve releases this enzyme CGRP. Okay, and this helps in the descent during this inguino-scrotal phase. Inguinal area से जो cross कर रहा होता है, तो उस phase में ये help करते हैं. So you all know that the scrotal temperature is little bit lower than the core body temperature, approximately 2 to 3 degrees centigrade lower than the body temperature. So this helps in the actually the spermatogenesis process. And it is a favorable situation for the spermatogenesis, cooler body temperature. And what is the cause of a little bit lower temperature than the core body temperature in the scrotum? Cause क्या है? Because of its anatomical location. It is just an outpouching from your body. So the core body temperature is not directly transmitted to that area. Okay. And also there is plexus, you know, that is a pampiniform plexus, which is having a counter current exchanger like mechanism. है ना? ये टेस्ट आर्टरी आ रहे हैं उसमें आउट रहते हैं और जो वेन्यूज आ रहे हैं that is little bit colder, it makes it colder, this pattern. Okay, and also the cremasteric and dartos muscle वहां पे होते हैं जो आपको है ना, ये आपके स्क्रॉटम में होते हैं ये मसल्स, यू नो. सो व्हाट हैपन ड्यूरिंग योर, जब कोल्ड टेम्परेचर होता है तो क्या होता है, स्क्रॉटम इट लिटिल बिट क्लोजर टू योर बॉडी, इट श्रिंक्स, है ना, टेम्परेचर मेंटेन करते, एंड व्हेन इट इज हॉट it is away from your body. Okay, so this helps in the a little bit lower temperature than the core body temperature. Coming on to the important aspects of the testis, you all know that when cut section of the testis, this testis is having a, you know, there are three coverings of the testis. तीन coverings होते हैं. What are those coverings called? ट्यूनिका. सबसे बाहर वाली कौन सी होती है? ट्यूनिका वेजिनालिस, है ना, ट्यूनिका वेजिनालिस, देन ट्यूनिका अल्बुजिनिया. I'll keep you out, both of you. नहीं समझ में आ रहा, नहीं पढ़ना है, you can go out. ट्यूनिका वेजिनालिस which is having a visceral and parietal layer, दो लेयर होते हैं और बीच में एक पोटेंशियल स्पेस होता है जिसको स्क्रोटल कैविटी कहते हैं. ओके, दिस इज द आउटर लेयर, देन दिस लेयर, दिस इज कॉल्ड ट्यूनिका अल्बुजिनिया, एंड द इनर वन लेयर दैट इज द वैस्कुलोसा, जो कि इसको वेजल्स, इसको आपको सप्लाई देता है. ओके, ब्लड सप्लाई. सो दिस इज ट्यूनिका अल्बुजिनिया, दिस इज ट्यूनिका वेजिनालिस. इसके बाहर में क्या होता है? क्रीमास्ट्रिक फाशा. देन देयर इज स्क्रॉटम का जो आपको लेयर्स होते हैं, दैट इज डार्टोस मसल्स, स्किन होते हैं, एक्सटर्नल फाशा. ओके, सो इस तरह के ये इसके बाहर में होते हैं. सो इसके जो लेयर है दैट इज द ट्यूनिका वेजिनालिस का, बीच में एक विसरल, एक पाराइटल लेयर, बीच में एक स्पेस है, दिस इज कॉल्ड द स्क्रोटल कैविटी. यू मस्ट बी नोइंग नॉर्मली देयर इज 1 to 2 ml ऑफ फ्लूइड ओनली, नॉर्मल सिचुएशंस. जब एबनॉर्मल एक्युमुलेशन हो जाता है इसमें, इस स्पेस में, इस पोटेंशियल स्पेस में, व्हाट इज दैट कंडीशन कॉल्ड? क्या कहते हैं उसको? हाइड्रोसिल कहते हैं. स्पेसिफिकली इट इज कॉल्ड ट्यूनिका वेजाइनल हाइड्रोसिल. इसलिए उसको हम ट्यूनिका वेजाइनल हाइड्रोसिल क्यों कहते हैं? क्योंकि उसी स्पेस में आ रहा है, फ्लूइड यहीं पे एक्युमुलेट होता है. ओके, सो दिस इज द स्पेस. देन द ट्यूनिका अल्बुजिनिया, इट इज समवॉट अ व्हाइटिश फाइब्रस बैंड लाइक स्ट्रक्चर. इट इन्वेजिनेट, बीच में ये सेपरेशन प्रोवाइड करते हैं. यू कैन सी हियर पार्टीशंस कर रहे हैं सेमिनिफरस ट्यूब्यूल्स, एंड इट फॉर्म्स इन द लोब्यूल्स. इसको लोब्यूल्स कहते हैं, है ना. सो देयर आर अप्रोक्सीमेटली 200 to 300 लोब्यूल्स इन ईच टेस्टिस. समझ में आ रही है बात? 200 to 300 लोब्यूल्स इन ईच टेस्टिस. यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड. ओके, एंड दीज आर द सेमिनिफरस ट्यूब्यूल्स, एंड ईच लोब्यूल, एक लोब्यूल में अप्रोक्सीमेटली 3 to 4 seminiferous tubules, coiled loops are there. Or length is approximately of the seminiferous tubule is approximately 70 to 80 centimeters. Okay, so you can understand this structure, and you can see here ये seminiferous tubules है, ये जाकर there is another wave like pattern that is called rated testis. ये rated testis में जाकर मिलता है, and this rated testis ये फिर क्या करता है? इफ्रेंट डक्ट्यूल से मिलता है. इधर ही से जाएंगे ना, यहाँ से स्पर्म स्पर्मेटोजेनेसिस इसी में होने है, इधर बनने के बाद इधर ट्रैवल करेगा. ओके, थ्रू द रेटिड टेस्टिस, देन इफरेंट डक्ट्यूल्स, एंड द इफरेंट डक्ट्यूल्स विल जॉइन द, कहां पे करेगा वो? हेड ऑफ द एपिडिडाइमिस, एपिडाइमल हेड है इधर. ओके, देन बॉडी, देन टेल. आफ्टर दैट इट विल जॉइन द वास डिफरेंस. सो दिस इज द पाथवे एक्चुअली. ठीक है. So when you अगर इसका कट सेक्शन करते हैं सेमिनिफरस ट्यूब्यूल्स का, so it is like that. You can see these are the seminiferous tubules. ये ट्यूब्यूल्स है, बीच बीच में स्पेस आते हैं. ओके, इस स्पेस को क्या कहते हैं? इंटरस्टिशियल टिश्यूज है. इस इंटरस्टिशियल टिश्यूज में क्या होते हैं? देयर आर नंबर ऑफ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट सेल्स, दैट इज द Leydig cells. In between the seminiferous tubules there are Leydig cells which are present. Now you can see here, and there are other connective tissues. There are other connective tissues blood vessels, capillaries are there इस बीच में, and these Leydig cells you all know it is secreting the testosterone hormone. ठीक है? So both these ये जो आपका seminiferous tubules है ना, यहाँ पे in between the seminiferous tubules there are interstitial tissues which are having this Leydig cells, Maillard cells, there are different capillaries. Okay. So this epidermis is attached, you all know it is attached to the back of the testis. It is approximately 7 meters long and it joins the vas deferens, you all know. As I was telling you, the testis is consisting of seminiferous tubules and there are interstitium, है ना? Seminiferous tubules के बीच में क्या है? Interstitium है, which is containing the Leydig cells, connective tissue, capillaries, Maillard cells, there are fibroblasts. Okay? Coming on to the seminiferous tubules. We should understand the structure of the seminiferous tubules to understand the process of spermatogenesis. This seminiferous tubule is having two principal cells. Those cells are called, कौन-कौन से होते हैं इसमें? These are the germ cells, जो कि आपको sperms बनाने हैं. Those are the germ cells, है ना? And there are germ cells. Then there are Sertoli cells. Okay? तो germ cells को हम क्या कहते हैं? Somatic cells भी. Somatic cells को हम क्या कहते हैं? Sertoli cells भी कहते हैं. And there are germ cells. Germ cells and Sertoli cells. Sertoli cells is हम somatic cells भी कहते हैं. Okay? You can understand this structure. This is the seminiferous tubules area. ये seminiferous tubules के बीच में क्या है? दो seminiferous tubules के बीच में interstitial tissues है. उस interstitial tissues में Leydig cells हैं, capillaries है, Maillard cells है, कौन-सी? ये जो seminiferous tubules है, it is having a basal lamina here, and it is having, you can see there are different germ cells here in different stages of development. Okay, बीच में जाकर central area है, central lumen area. इधर से बनना है और central lumen में जाकर जाना है, आगे जाना है इस तरह से. Okay, so this is the spermatogonium, that is the starting cell here, है ना? Spermatogonium germ cell यहीं से start होना है. Then उसके बाद different stages of spermatogenesis are there. इसके बीच में you can see here there are Sertoli cells. ये जो है ना large number of cells, majority of portion is having the Sertoli cells. These Sertoli cells, ये जो Sertoli cells हैं, ये एक दूसरे से joined होते हैं, है ना? To provide a better environment, protective environment for the developing germ cells, है ना? So I was telling you that is the Sertoli cells is forming major mass of the having the glycogen. It is forming majority of the cell mass which is having glycogen in itself, and we all know it surrounds and nourishes the developing spermatids. जो developing germ cells है उसको nourishment provide कर रहे हैं, nutrition दे रहे हैं, है ना, on the way to the central lumen, and they are attached to each other by tight junctions. ना ये बताया इस तरह से स्ट्रक्चर है. ये Sertoli cells है. These are another Sertoli cells. These are attached, you can see here. They are attached by a junction. यहाँ पे एक जंक्शन बनाता है जो टाइट जंक्शंस बनाता है. ये टाइट जंक्शंस क्या करेंगे? इधर से तो आपको ब्लड वेसल्स भी है ना, इधर वेसल लैमाइना है, इट इज हैविंग ब्लड वेसल्स. ठीक है, तो यहाँ से जो ब्लड के जो डिफरेंट कंपोनेंट्स है यहाँ तक तो आ सकते हैं, इसके उधर नहीं जाएंगे. जो हार्मफुल सब्सटेंसेस है ऊपर नहीं जाएंगे. ये लार्जर मॉलिक्यूल्स they will not be able to go. So that's why it forms a barrier that is called the black testis barrier. And exactly you can say it is a little bit misnomer in the sense that it is not the whole part of the testis which is taking. It is mainly the Sertoli cell which is taking part in this barrier. So Sertoli cell barrier it is specifically you can say. Okay. So this I was telling you this tight junction it divides this compartment. सेमिनिफेरस ट्यूब्यूल्स को जो कंपार्टमेंट है इसको मैंने दो कंपार्टमेंट में बांटते हैं. दिस इज द बेसल कंपार्टमेंट और इसके उधर वाला जो पार्ट है उसको हम एडल्यूमिनल कंपार्टमेंट कहते हैं. बेसल कंपार्टमेंट एंड एडल्यूमिनल कंपार्टमेंट. ठीक है ना? सो दिस टाइट जंक्शन इज डिवाइडिंग द ट्यूब्यूल्स seminiferous tubules into two compartments, that is the basal compartment and the adluminal compartment. Basal वाले जो basal portion के साथ में है, you can see this is the basal compartment, it is the outer one, mainly consists of spermatogonium, है ना. This is the basal area. ये उल्टा करके दिखाया इधर. Okay, Mahat cell, these are the Leydig cell. जो इसके नजदीक में है, that is the basal compartment. इसके दूर वाला है, that is the adluminal compartment. ठीक है. तो basal compartment is mainly composed of spermatogonium. जहाँ से start होने वहाँ से mitosis होता है इसका. So it is having a spermatogonium, and the adluminal compartment will composed of the different primary, secondary spermatocytes, then a spermatid, okay, the other germ cells. So both are separated from each other by tight junction. This is the blood-testis barrier. This blood-testis barrier, it prevents large molecules to be transported like glucose, protein. तो वहाँ पे कम होते हैं protein, little bit less protein and glucose in that area, from interstitial tissue and basal compartment to the adluminal compartment. However, this is important that the maturing germ cells, तो germ cells जो mature हो रहे तो वो center की तरफ जाना है, so it can cross that barrier. ये क्रॉस करता है, जैसे आगे बढ़ा तो पीछे फिर से बन जाता है उसके पीछे प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए. ओके, सो दी germ cells can pass through this barrier, and obviously it protects the germ cells, and it prevents autoimmune reactions. At times what happens that these germ cells may provide antigenic reactions हो सकते हैं, auto antibodies बना सकते हैं, तो उसको प्रिवेंट करने के लिए भी ये हेल्प करते हैं. It maintains the composition of the fluid in the lumen, which is having mainly the androgen, estrogen, potassium, inositol, and glutamic aspartic acid. It contains less protein and glucose, as they are not able to pass through the blood-testis barrier. Okay. Then coming on to the functions of these Sertoli. Sertoli cells का क्या function है? Sertoli cells you all know during the development, है ना, जब आपका differentiation हो रहा होता है वहाँ पे it secretes anti-Mullerian hormone, that is Mullerian inhibiting substance, which induces the regression of that duct, Mullerian duct. Okay, and it forms the blood-testis barrier. ये भी हो जाएगा, अभी हमने देखा. So it provides this blood-testis barrier. It is immunology. It provides a safe environment, microenvironment for the developing germs. And this Sertoli cells is also called nurse cells because it provides nutrition, nutrients like transferrin, iron, lactate, okay, which is important for the developing germ cells. So that's why it is called nurse cells of testis भी कहते हैं. Okay, and it is also helpful in phagocytosis भी करते हैं. जो क्या होता है at times तो germ cells वो क्या होते हैं डैमेज भी हो जाते हैं, है ना, रेजिडुअल बॉडीज में भी प्रेजेंट देयर. सो इट क्या करते हैं उसको क्लियर करते हैं वो. सो इट हेल्प्स इन फैगोसाइटोसिस एज वेल, एंड इट प्रोड्यूसेस अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंजाइम दैट इज कॉल्ड एंड्रोजन बाइंडिंग प्रोटीन, एंड दिस बाइंड्स द टेस्टोस्टेरोन and it maintains the high level of testosterone, which is essential for maturation. These Sertoli cells, it also secretes enzyme that is called aromatase enzyme, which converts the androgen into estrogen. Okay, and it produces inhibin, which inhibits the pituitary FSH. So there are a number of functional Sertoli cells. It helps in spermation as well. Spermation क्या हो गया? Detachment of the sperms from the Sertoli cells. क्या होता है जब sperms बनते हैं तो क्या होता है Sertoli cells से एपिकल एरिया में वो अटैच रहते हैं, तो उसके लिए क्या करते हैं, ये हेल्प करते हैं. It is support the spermation process, that is the process of dissolution of the mature germ cells, mature sperms from the Sertoli cells into the lumen. Then the germ cells, the germ cells are is present in the seminiferous tubules, you all know. Each germ cell, एक germ cell जो start हो रहा है, that is called spermatogonium. Okay, that forms the spermatocytes and the spermatozoa in the process of spermatogenesis. Okay, Then the Leydig cells, you all know, interstitial space में present है. It produces testosterone hormone mainly. There are other weaker hormones also, that is called DHEA, dihydroepiandrosterone, then androstenedione. Okay, spermatogenesis कर रहा है, steroidogenesis. Okay, it also secretes hormones like inhibin, activin and follistatin. Coming on to the epididymis, you all know the seminiferous tubules, these are opening into the epididymis via the retitestis, है ना, retitestis होके जा रहे हैं. Retitestis, this is located on the posterior aspect, you all know. What is the function of this epididymis? It acts as a storage area for the sperms and also maturation of the sperms occur here. यहाँ पे क्या होता है, मोटिलिटी प्रोवाइड करता है. उससे पहले क्या होता है, स्पर्म्स बन रहे हैं, वो डिफ्यूज होकर के वहां पहुंच रहे हैं, है ना. उसके बाद क्या होता है, इट एक्वायर्स मोटिलिटी हियर, सो द एक्वायर द कैपेसिटी ऑफ फॉरवर्ड मूवमेंट. तो इससे पहले वाले जो स्पर्म्स हो रहे हैं, दैट इज इनकैपेबल ऑफ फर्टिलिटी. उससे पहले जो स्पर्म्स हो रहे हैं, एपिडिडाइमिस से पहले वाले अगर स्पर्म्स आप निकाल रहे हो टेस्टिकल से डायरेक्ट, so sperms are here, the storage of the sperms are occurring and it acquired the capacity of movement. Then the vas deferens, it is acting as a conduit mainly, है ना, ये transport proximal part, it is also supposed to store the sperm like the epididymis. And we all know इसके जो ducts मिलते हैं, the ducts of the seminal vesicle, they form the ejaculatory duct. Okay, then the seminal vesicle, there are two seminal vesicle and it contributes, as I have told you, approximately 60 to 70% of the semen volume. Okay, and it is having a lot of fructose content which provides energy for the moving sperms. Then 70% to either side, 20% from the epididymal fluid, total semen volume. Okay, then it secretes vitamin C, prostaglandin and fructose. Okay, seminal fluid is having vitamin C, prostaglandin, ये सब आपको sperms के motility में sperms को strength provide करते हैं. Then prostate, you know, it is having an important enzyme which is called acid phosphatase. Acid phosphatase, ये आपको capacitance जब acrosomal reaction होते हैं उसमें भी help करते हैं. Okay, and then there are fibrinolysin, fibrogenase, sugar sulfate, then there are vitamin E. Okay, then there are Copper's gland, that is the bulbourethral gland. इसके मेन एंजाइम जो सिक्रीट करते हैं, इट इज हैविंग हाइलोरोनाइडेज, है ना. हाइलोरोनाइडेज क्या करते हैं, ये पेनिट्रेट्स द oocyte, है ना, दैट इज द जोना पैलिस्यूडा. जोना जो होता है oocytes का, उसको डेवलपिंग फीमेल गोनाड. सो oocytes by sperm, so it secretes mainly hyaluronidase, and it also neutralizes, it is alkaline, so it neutralizes the acidic environment of the urethra. So you all know, you can understand by now that the pathway of the semen, seminiferous tubule, then retitestis, epididymis, vas deferens, ampulla of the vas deferens, the ejaculatory duct, then there are urethras. Then the male sexual act, the sexual act consists of three stages: the stage of erection, then the stage of emission, and then there are expulsion phase. Okay, erection phase is mainly mediated by nervi erigantes nerve. Nervi erigantes, that is the parasympathetic supply, S2, S3, S4. Then there are emission phase. That is, emission is none other than the first part of the ejaculation phase. एकदम से बाहर नहीं आया, that is called the emission phase. Initial, that is the phase of ejaculation is called the emission phase. That is mainly sympathetic innervation is there. Then the expulsion, that is called the ejaculation proper to the outside environment due to the combined action of sympathetic as well as somatic nerve supply, that is the pudendal nerve. Okay. Coming on to the spermatogenesis, you all know the process of development of the male germ cells from the into the spermatozoa. It starts at puberty. Spermatogenesis start होता है puberty, उससे पहले क्वेश्चन रहता है वो ऑल नो है ना. हमारा जो हार्मोन्स होते हैं वो निगेटिव फीडबैक से वो इनहिबिटेड रहते हैं. सो इट स्टार्ट्स एट puberty and then continues throughout your life in case of male, though the process declines at older age. Okay, then you all know what happens that during the development process, what happens that the primordial germ cells, the primordial germ cells, your progenitor cells, primordial germ cells, they happen to enter into the testis and then it forms the spermatogonia. That is called the immature germ cells. So you can see during embryogenesis process, these progenitor cells, that is the primordial germ cells, they migrate into the gonad and then become the immature germ cells, that is called the spermatogonia. Spermatogonia कहते हैं. So you should understand this spermatogenesis process. ये एग्जाम में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है आप लोग के लिए. So it starts from the primordial germ cells, that is the progenitor cells. During embryogenesis, it happens to enter into the testis and it forms a spermatogonium. ठीक है. अब ये spermatogonium जो होते हैं वो दो तरह के spermatogonium बनते हैं, है ना. Spermatogonium A and B, type A and type B. Type A क्या करते हैं? It replenishes those germ cells, है ना. ये spermatogonium reserve pool बनाता है, reserve pool, है ना. ये spermatogonium है तो reserve pool बनाया. Spermatogonium B जो होगा, it is going to form the, it moves forward and going to form the mature sperm. Okay, so spermatogonium B जो हो रहा है वो क्या हो रहा है? It undergoes multiple mitosis, a number of mitosis and undergoes and it forms, क्या बना रहा है? Primary spermatocytes, है ना. Multiple mitosis will occur and it will form the primary spermatocyte. यहाँ पे diploid chromosome है. Here always also you will get the diploid number of chromosomes. ठीक है ना, 46. Then primary spermatocyte. Okay, you can see here. This is the, ये यहाँ पे इस structure में समझ सकते. This is the seminiferous tubule. These are the Sertoli cells. एक Sertoli cell ये है, दूसरा है ये, देख रहे हो दोनों अटैच है. This is forming the blood testis barrier. हर लेवल पे ये चेक किया हुआ है ना. तो यहाँ पे जो होते हैं बेसल कंपार्टमेंट, दैट इज स्पर्मेटोगोनियम. इससे ऊपर डेवलप करके जाएगा, दैट इज प्राइमरी स्पर्मेटोसाइट, देन सेकेंडरी स्पर्मेटोसाइट, देन स्पर्मेटिड. इस तरह से जाएगा. अल्टीमेटली यहाँ पे मैच्योर होने के बाद यहाँ पे अटैच रहता है एट द एपिकल पोर्शन ऑफ द सर्टोली सेल्स, है ना. यहाँ पे अटैच रहता है इस पोर्शन. ठीक है. सो यू कैन सी हियर, दिस इज द स्पर्मेटोगोनियम. यहाँ से डेवलप होकर इधर आया प्राइमरी स्पर्मेटोसाइट. नंबर ऑफ माइटोसिस इज हैपनिंग हियर. देन आफ्टर दैट फर्स्ट meiotic डिवीजन occurs इन प्राइमरी स्पर्मेटोसाइट. फर्स्ट meiotic डिवीजन होगा तो क्या होगा? इट विल फॉर्म द टू सेकेंडरी स्पर्मेटोसाइट. सेकेंडरी स्पर्मेटोसाइट 2 in number. कैन सी हियर. ठीक है. यहाँ पे क्या होगा? हैप्लॉइड नंबर ऑफ क्रोमोसोम होंगे फर्स्ट मियोसिस में. मियोसिस हो रहा है, हैप्लॉइड नंबर ऑफ क्रोमोसोम. देन again the second meiotic division will occur and you can see there are 4 number of spermatids which is haploid in number. समझ आ रही है नहीं आ रही? Are you able to get to me or not? बोलो yes या no. Okay, so this secondary spermatocyte undergoes second meiotic division and it forms spermatids, 4 in number, and then this spermatids ये स्पर्मेटिड क्या होगा? फिर मैच्योर होगा. ओके, दिस प्रोसेस ऑफ मैच्योरेशन इज कॉल्ड द स्पर्मियोजेनेसिस. क्या कहते हैं? स्पर्मियोजेनेसिस. स्पर्मियोजेनेसिस मींस मैच्योरेशन ऑफ द germ cells from spermatid to spermatozoa. Okay, so there are certain changes which occur here so that it becomes mature sperm. ठीक है. So what is the spermatogenesis process में होता क्या है? so that it becomes mature sperm. There are certain structural changes which occur, like chromatin condense हो जाते. Then there are reduction in cytoplasm. आप बाहर चले जाओ, go outside. हाँ, चश्मे वाले खड़े हो जाओ, खड़े हो जाओ. आपको बोलो यस, आप दोनों साइड में खड़े, इधर आ जाओ. Both of you come here. जल्दी आ जाओ, फास्ट. बैग लेके आ जाओ इधर. बोरियत हो रहा है तो चला जाना चाहिए क्लास से. So what is happening here during the process of spermiogenesis? तो क्या क्या स्टेजेस हो, खड़े हो जाओ. तो what is happening here? स्पर्मेटोगोनियम से स्टार्ट हुआ प्राइमोर्डियल जर्म सेल से, वहां से क्या हो गया, स्पर्मेटोगोनियम ए और बी बना. ओके, देन स्पर्मेटोगोनियम बी, it will move further through the mitosis, primary spermatocyte, then first meiotic division will form secondary spermatocyte, then second meiotic division will form spermatid. ठीक है, then this spermatid will undergo certain structural changes, okay, and that forms mature sperm. उस process को हम कहते हैं spermiogenesis. So what happens in the spermiogenesis? There is chromatin condensation, then there is massive reduction in cytoplasm. Then nucleus क्या होते हैं, elongate हो जाते हैं, it forms the acrosomal head बनाते हैं. Okay, and then what happens that it forms tail भी इसका बनता है. So gaining of the acrosomal cap, then formation of the tail. ठीक है, so that's why it matures, it transforms into mature sperm. You can see here, this is the immature sperm, this is the mature one. The mature one is having head, middle piece, principal piece, end piece. So after undergoing several mitotic division and two meiotic division, what happens? The estimated number of spermatids from each spermatogonium is 512 spermatid. ठीक है, after several mitotic and two meiotic division, how many number of each spermatogonium is forming? Approximately 512 spermatid. Okay, and the changes you all know, we have discussed. Okay, these help in the progressive motility, and also it enables the sperm to survive in the environment of the female genital tract. Spermiation, we have all discussed that spermiation क्या है? It is a detachment. Okay, that is the process of detachment of the head of the spermatozoa and they release into the luminal fluid. Is called the spermiation. Spermiogenesis अलग है, spermiation अलग है ना? Then there is process of capacitance. Capacitance क्या कहते हैं? Further, it usually occurs in the female genital tract. It requires more motility. So the capacitance helps in forward motility of the sperm, and it prepares for the acrosomal reaction. Acrosomal reaction क्या हो गया? Penetration of the oocyte, है ना? Zona को पहले penetrate करना है, and then the fertilization process occurs. Okay, so the process of acrosomal reaction. So in a nutshell, we have discussed all these things, है ना? ये testes है, इधर seminiferous tubules है, you all know it is happening here. The spermatogenesis process is happening here, leading to the formation of mature sperm. Coming on to the structural aspects of sperms, mature sperm is motile, having the DNA. It is approximately 60 to 65 micrometer long. The diameter is 2 micrometer. Okay, and the head portion, एक head portion होता है, एक neck portion है, एक tail portion है ना? Head, neck. Head is having prominent nucleus, and this head is covered by a cap which is called acrosomal cap, which is having this enzyme, hyaluronidase enzyme, and there are proteolytic enzymes, है ना? Which is involved in the penetration process, you all know, and the acid phosphatase. Acid phosphatase कहाँ से आ रहा था? हाँ, prostate से आ रहा था ना? Prostatic secretion है ये, है ना, जो तो इसलिए प्रोस्टेट का जब कोई डिजीज होता है ना तो एसिड फॉस्फेटेज भी कराते हैं, टेस्ट कराते हैं, है ना. Then there are neck region. The neck region, it contains two centrioles which are arranged in 9+2 arrangement, है ना, बीच में माइक्रोट्यूब्यूल्स होते हैं, and there are two centrioles around each other, है ना. Two centrioles arranged as the classical 9+2 configuration of microtubules, which is called, these microtubules are called axoneme, and there are flagella, that is the tail part. This tail part is having three parts. Middle piece, which is having mainly mitochondria, जो कि एनर्जी प्रोवाइड कर रहा है. Then the principal piece and the end piece. Okay, the motility of the sperm is mainly provided by tail. We all know the middle piece is the thickest portion, and it contains mitochondria. This is important. In the principal piece, middle piece था, then principal piece, then end piece. The principal piece is having a channel which is called cat-spur protein, which is a calcium channel, है ना, जो कि कहाँ पे होता है, प्रिंसिपल पीस में. ये क्या होता है, ये कैल्शियम का इन्फ्लक्स होता है, so that it is a cyclic AMP mediated channel, and so that there is calcium influx. Calcium का influx होगा तो क्या होगा, it helps in motility. Okay, so this cat-spur protein is important. Duration of the spermatogenesis is approximately 65 to 74 days. Different phases takes certain time actually. Spermatogonium it is taking around 20 days, 16 to 20 days to form the primary spermatocytes. Then the secondary spermatocytes is taking 23 to 25 days. Then 1 to 9 days. Then 21 to 25 days. Altogether it is average is 70 to 74 days. 65 माइक्रोमीटर लेंथ है और इसका डेज भी लगभग 65 to 70 के अराउंड है ना. Approximately 200 million sperms are produced daily, you all know, and progressively with old age it progressively falls due to the degeneration of the germ cells. What is the difference between spermatogenesis and oogenesis? In females what happens, the mitotic proliferation it completes before birth. Birth के पहले mitosis हो जाता है. Okay, and in males it starts at puberty, whereas in males it starts at the time of puberty, then continues throughout the life. Then there are other differences like meiotic division of primary oocyte produces only one ovum, और वहां पे क्या, one primary spermatocyte is forming 4 spermatozoa. Then second meiotic division is completed only upon fertilization. Fertilization के बाद ही second meiotic division होता है, but it is not so in spermatogenesis. Then there are different factors which are controlling the spermatogenesis. This is a question important at least. Spermatogenesis, then factors affecting the spermatogenesis. There are hormonal factors as well as environmental factors. Hormones mainly, you know, these three hormones, androgen, estrogen and gonadotropin, that is LH and FSH. Androgen, you know, it is essential for spermatogenesis. This especially the spermiogenesis, that is the maturation part. Spermatid से जो spermatozoa बन रहे थे, that is mainly androgen dependent. Okay, तो ये Sertoli cells जो होते हैं, ये Leydig cells है, ये Sertoli cells है, दोनों मिलके काम करते हैं, है ना, टेस्टोस्टेरोन के लिए. So you can see here, Leydig cell is having receptor for LH, only LH, not FSH. Leydig cell में सिर्फ LH के लिए receptors होते हैं, और Sertoli cells में receptor होते हैं FSH के लिए. There are receptors for testosterone as well, लेकिन ये न्यूक्लियर रिसेप्टर होते हैं, न्यूक्लियस में होते हैं. समझ में आ रही है बात? सो दे बोथ एक्ट टुगेदर. LH आएगा तो क्या होगा, साइक्लिक AMP के थ्रू टेस्टोस्टेरोन बनाएगा. टेस्टोस्टेरोन विल क्रॉस द कैपिलरीज एंड एंटर इनटू द, यू कैन सी Sertoli cell. There the maturation is occurring. Testosterone will bind with androgen binding protein. Then they release here. And then FSH क्या करे, साइक्लिक AMP के थ्रू एस्ट्रेडोल बनाता है. एस्ट्रेडोल इसको क्या करता है, इनहिबिट करता है Leydig cells. ओके, इसको रेगुलेट करते हैं. सो दे बोथ इंटरैक्ट विथ ईच अदर. देन द एस्ट्रोजन कंटेंट ऑफ द फ्लूइड. एस्ट्रोजन इज इंपॉर्टेंट. व्हाट इज द एस्ट्रोजन डूइंग देयर इन द मेल? the estrogen receptors are present there in the retitestis area, and it is mainly involved in the reabsorption of the fluid, excess fluid, है ना? It facilitates fluid reabsorption. अगर ये fluid reabsorption यहाँ पे नहीं हो तो it may cause infertility. Okay, so estrogen content of the fluid in the retitestis is high, and there are estrogen receptors which are present in this area. As it reabsorbs fluid and makes the spermatozoa concentrated a little bit, जितना चाहिए उतना बनाता है. Okay, this diluted volume of, अगर ये नहीं होगा तो क्या होगा, diluted ज्यादा रहेगा, that enters the retitestis and epidermis, it may result in infertility. So it is also important there, estrogen. Then LH and FSH we have discussed how they are acting together. Okay, they all help in the concentration of testosterone, maintaining the high concentration, maintains the gametogenic function of testis. Okay, then the environmental factors you all know, mainly a little bit lower temperature is required, 2 to 3 degrees centigrade lower than the body temperature. 30 to 35 degrees centigrade is the ideal temperature. So if the subject who is taking hot bath regularly, so they may have less sperm count in that sense. Okay, so it is clinically important. So in the next class we will discuss rest of the part. Thank you.